Welcome back to our series, where we explore some of the most intriguing stories from the history of Indian politics. If you missed our previous episodes, check the links in the description below. In today's episode, we will discuss the evolution of political cartoons and how our responses to them have changed over time. Political cartoons have played a significant role in shaping public discourse and critiquing societal and political norms in India. Their history dates back to the British colonial era, heavily influenced by British publications like Punch. These cartoons served as a subtle yet powerful means of critiquing the colonial administration, establishing a rich tradition of political satire in India. The early political cartoons in India emerged in the 1850s in publications such as Bengal Hurkaru and the Indian Gazette, where they satirized British authorities. The Delhi sketchbook also challenged British rule through cartoons. The introduction of vernacular language periodicals like Amrit Bazar Patrika in 1872 further empowered cartoons as a tool for mobilizing public opinion against colonial rule. Gaganendranath Tagore, a pioneering cartoonist in the early 20th century, offered sharp criticism of both colonial rulers and societal issues such as caste discrimination, laying the groundwork for future cartoonists. Moreover, the Indian freedom movement spurred cartoonists, with publications like Nationalist Weekly in Madras promoting nationalism and criticizing the colonial regime. Post-independence, the legacy of political cartoons continued with stalwarts like R.K. Laxman and Abu Abraham. R.K. Laxman, in particular, became an iconic figure with his creation, The Common Man, which captured the everyday struggles and sentiments of the Indian populace. In recent times, however, the political landscape in India has seen a growing intolerance towards satirical content. Shankar Eravakad, a noted political cartoonist, says, "Cartoons act as a criticism on existing norms and conditions of the society, but in the present scenario whoever expresses it is getting bullied, targeted and suppressed." In 2017, cartoonist Aseem Trivedi was arrested on sedition charges for his cartoon satirizing corruption. The recent Shankar cartoon debate is a prime example of this shift. Shankar Pillai, considered the father of political cartoons in India, was known for his fearless satires. Published in 1949, the cartoon in question depicts India's first Prime Minister, Nehru, urging Ambedkar to move faster with the constitution drafting. The cartoonist is long deceased, as are his subjects. It seems that even the grave cannot protect against controversy. But was it always like this? Here are two stories from the past that highlight the contrasting attitudes towards political cartoons. R.K. Laxman once drew a cartoon during the India-China War in 1962, critiquing Nehru's decisions. The caricature depicts the book Discovery of India and the Rose, which denotes love. Laxman blames Nehru as much for the wartime levies as the military setback itself. After the cartoon was published in the Times of India, Nehru called him. His friends and relatives thought that he would get a scolding, but instead of getting angry, Nehru said, "Mr. Laxman, I so enjoyed your cartoon this morning. Can I have a signed enlarged copy to frame?" This anecdote, shared by Dr. Shashi Thera, underscores the tolerance and appreciation for satire that existed then. Another story involves Nehru and Shankar. Despite Shankar's cartoons often critiquing him, Nehru wrote this in a note on the 24th of February, 1937, "For a true cartoonist is not just a maker of fun, but one who sees the inner significance of an event and by a few master strokes impresses it on others. That is a service to all of us for which we should be grateful." Nehru had famously told him after becoming the Prime Minister, "Don't spare me, Shankar," and eventually went on to give Shankar no less honor than the Padma Vibhushan, the nation's second highest award. In an article published by NDTV, Dr. Shashi Thera observes that while the space for humor in public life seems to be shrinking, it is essential to retain this aspect of democracy. He quotes American cartoonist Charles M. Schulz, creator of the comic strip Peanuts, "If I were given the opportunity to present a gift to the next generation, it would be the ability for each individual to learn to laugh at himself." Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about the remarkable history of Indian politics, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more captivating tales.